in Inglewood, California.
This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Stiff-armed him. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Oh, good move. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Count means a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
9-yard attempt.
This one is right down the middle. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
Chargers, nothing.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. From the gun. Jackson. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that. And it's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
20-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The Chargers.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Number 1, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Patterson on the carry. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
He's tackled at the 40.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Broncos 3.
Field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
Throwing again. Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up. Goes. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get his running game going.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. He'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
First 3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Jackson on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let him get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
33-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Chargers 10, Broncos 3.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch.